Do you see that, people? I gotta go slow. There's one there. And then there's another one. It's my roof. Right there. That's that leaky roof, people. It's in my neighbor's yard. Alrighty, old people. Look what's happened. Oh, this stuff is rotten anyway. But apparently there was 100-mile-per-hour winds last night. Ripped off the roof. Went flying over there. You can see there's a piece there. There's another piece there. And then they have it in the yard yet. There's some pieces over there. I don't know. Phoned up my landlord and he says, well, what am I supposed to do? And I'm like, well, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? So, hopefully my son and my stepson can help run some plastic over it, but I don't know how that's gonna work. And as you can see, people, it just keeps pulling up. There's my foot. There it is. Let's see. Like I say, always pulling up with water in here, just rotting it out. So I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna manage with this one. It just never freaking ends, does it? There's that muddy yard. Alright, people, you seen that? I've been asking my landlord since the year I first moved in, and I realized that that stuff on top was rotten, to fix the roof. That because it was leaking all the time, freaking leaking. And I get remarks like, well, don't use the porch in the wintertime. You're not supposed to use the porch in the wintertime, only in the summertime. I'm talking. Shh. Right? Every year, my stuff gets ruined. No matter what. It's like clockwork. I don't know what to do. The deal was, move in, shut up, I'm talking. $15.50 in rent. We'll never raise the rent. Look what we've done. We put nice floors in for you. Actually, I have no carpet, so I'm always booming on the floor. I bought my own little bit of carpet for the living room, but I don't spend much time in there because I'm always working around everywhere else to be spending any time in the living room. And this Crimet tile that's like glass is not good for people to be walking on all the time in a kitchen. Never mind having to wash by hand. But that's besides the point. When that roof blew off, I phoned him up the next day. I said, the roof blew off, big gaping hole in there. What am I supposed to do? Please come and see it. Landlord says, well, what am I supposed to do about it? I said, well, the least you can do is come and see it. They never came and seen it. So my son and I, we took some plastic and we just kind of ran it across because we don't know what to do. And he climbed up on the roof, up through the little, through that little gaping hole there. And he did the best he could. But you can see it's not working, people. So, I've been, for the last week or so, I've been unplugging and plugging in that deep freeze because I'm afraid it's going to get, saturated with water, and either I'm going to come outside and walk on the porch and get electrocuted, or somebody's going to come up through the stairs and get electrocuted. So today is the day where I have to completely unplug it, empty it out, and just forget about it and not use it now, because that's just another thing in my house I can't use. Or it's just another thing in my house that's going to get ruined. As whatever's in that little X club there is now, you seen, wet, which is going to get ruined. Because that's what moisture does. It ruins things. It'll start molding. It's just more work. It's just another day of going out there in the freaking cold, having to scrub and clean. Hold on. Okay, so the point is, I'm going to waste another day of my life trying to solve a problem that I can never solve. And let me remind you, that bathroom hasn't been done yet either. It has to come from me. I have to do the bathroom. I have to put the freaking drywall in there and plug up the freaking pipe and put the fucking vinyl down. Me. So, it's still not done, people. I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance to go down there and do that crap yet. My middle daughter is moving out of the house, moving in with her older sister, my grandson's daughter, mother, my oldest daughter. They're going to partner up for a while, and hopefully that will be good for them. One less person in the house for me. With my middle daughter gone, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I'll tell you, not only has my landlord raised the rent, and she's trying to push for $17.50 instead of $16.50. But I have to buy, ever since I've been in this house, I've had to buy tools, people. Tools. Man tools. Like a man would have to have tools. So ladies, buy your men, if they're outside in the yard, buy your men freaking tools at Christmas time. Seriously, they need it. They really do need it. You know? And buying nails and screws and, you know, and water hoses and wood. If I'm not scrounging around for wood, I'm buying it. And then, for the things that my son can't do or won't do, and the things that I can't do, I have to go to the homeless shelter and go find men to work and do it for me. And I pay for that. Not my landlord. We, in this house, pay for that. Including our rent. And that's the kind of crap that we get all the freaking time. So I'm pretty choked right now. Because my stuff is getting wet and getting ruined. And you can go back into my videos and you can see every freaking year what goes on that freaking porch. And this stuff that they did on top of the roof, if it's losing its underneath, because all they did was take the old shingles and covered them up with new shingles. That's it. And the old shingles were melting and flaking off the roof so bad that it's amazing he even had a roof on the roof. But obviously it's still flaking off from underneath the surface, because you can see it. You've seen it there. You've seen what's going on, right? And that's something else I've been exposed to for ever since I've been in this house. Shingling, roof shingling, in the crumb sense, flying around, just coming off the freaking roof. Now maybe that's just a little leftover for when they covered it up, but I don't know. I don't know. She said that roof had been on there for 10 years. Well, those plastic things have been up there for more than 10 years.
What?
You tell me why I'm responsible to try and cover that crap up. I'm talking. Huh? Why is it my responsibility? That stuff is old and rotten. It's been old and rotten ever since I moved in. And I've been in this house 5 years. And now you can see what I get. More stuff getting ruined. That's it. Well, my kids want to sit up there and blame me. Well, you're just a hoarder with your garbage. Well, yeah, that's because everything's getting ruined. I like to think I can try and find some time to fucking wash the shit and salvage it before it really gets ruined. I'm so choked, man. And with the property taxes going up 10% because our new mayor has snuck that in since she's been elected. You know what's going to happen as soon as the landlord comes and I'm like, well, you see the gutter? What about the gutter? Well, all the taxes. I pay $32,000 a year in taxes and property taxes. Well, did I ask you to build yourself a new fucking house? When you promised me something before I moved into this one, and then you turn around and you fucking hijacked me? Hold my family hostage to your negligence? To your greed? To your stupidity? Oh, I know. Just more people homeless. No big fucking deal. Just keep on fucking walking. Take every fucking dime you can from them while they live in your houses. Support you while we support you. While we pay your mortgage. While we try and fix your crap. I bought my 2 fridges. They're mine. Came in here. I told her, I got my own, take one out. One was downstairs, an old ancient thing. Right? I own my own fridge upstairs. I own my own stove upstairs. I own my own fridge downstairs. If the dryer fucking goes, she tries to tell me, well, you go buy your own dryer. No. No, that stuff was supposed to be in the house when I first moved in. I can't buy every single appliance and own them in this house because at the rate I'm going, I'm not going to be in this house very fucking long. Because I don't think this landlord wants us here now that we've paid down the mortgage for the last 5 years. And I've been working in that yard year after year after year after fucking year. 10 hours, 12 hours a day. 4 to 5 days a week. And then they came along and they ripped up the front yard. And then they look and say, oh, look at the yard. Well, I wonder why. Well, look at the porch. Well, I wonder why. Now I'm ranting. You know how helpless I feel to sit here knowing that my stuff is getting wet and ruined? I don't know what to do. You know, it's one of those, just let nature take its course. Just let your stuff get ruined. Accept it. Just accept it. Open yourself up to the idea that your stuff is going to get ruined and it won't hurt so much. It won't hurt so much. That's it. It won't hurt so much. Just accept it. Your stuff is going to get ruined. Accept it. Get over it. Okay, it's like my dad just was saying here. This what these landlords are doing and have been doing, and it's been like this ever since we fucking moved in. They're turning us against each other in this house. Because we're always angry. Because we're always having to deal with shit like this. If it's not fucking this, it's something else. If it's not this, it's... Well, it used to be the sink backing up all the time. You couldn't do your laundry. You couldn't do your fucking dishes. You couldn't do that for fucking 9, 10, 12, 15 days at a time. Right? Until they snaked out the damn pipe. And then once they fucking had some guy to come in there and snake it and scope it, next thing you know, he broke the pipe. And then he ripped up the front yard and it's been nothing but a bloody mud pit ever since. You know? Something like that shit out there. But yeah, what did you just say? Say it again. John?
We're going against each other.
Yeah, why are we going against each other?
Because we're not happy.
Well, if you don't like it, you can move.
You can move.
Yeah, I know, that's what we get. When we're unhappy with situations such as that. Well, if you don't like it, you can move. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, people. I had phoned my landlord when this had happened. I asked him to come by. He said, what is he supposed to do about it? And he never showed up. So my son helped me to run this plastic like I kind of did over my greenhouse over there. But I have to keep unplugging my deep freeze because, you know, this is leaking, right? But look what's happening. Whoops. Look what's happening here, people. Like, oh my fuck. God, if this thing busts, I'm gonna have... Oh my God. Oh, well, I don't know what to do about this house. Like, I'm serious. You tell me why I have to go through this shit year after year after fucking year. is why I unplugged my deep freeze. I can't have. This is bullshit, man. This is fucking bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit, man. This is what my landlord's raised rent for, right? Can you see this, people? What am I supposed to do with this crap? Huh? You're ruining my deep freeze! There! I can't stand this fucking house, man!
Whoa! What the fuck?
And then that stuff up there is that rotten roof that they covered up. So I'm talking! So as you can see, I'm still having to deal with this crap. Right? This has been a ongoing yearly event. Never freaking ends, man. They just refuse to do anything about this porch. Look at that. Oh, it's leaking like a sieve in here. Look at this. There it goes. This is how my stuff starts to get ruined, people. Everything's starting to mold up in here now. A lot of water droplets, and can you see? Can you see? Back to having everything start getting moldy now. Because the landlord can't do nothing about this roof. Ever since I moved in, it's been leaking. It's been rotten. It blew off in the wind. And they can't do nothing about it. Their daughter told me to not use the porch in the winter time. Only use it in the summertime. That was her response. You can see? Stay positive, right? Stay positive, eh? See? Wet. Dripping. And there's that crap that goes all over my yard. Stuff I like to play in.